old, but it's a classic song. Somebody made me remember this song, and they were talking about how they were listening to this song all day, and I said, oh my god, that is a great song. No, let me go get it. And I put it in my list so I can play it on stream. How are y'all doing today? Are we doing good? Pumpkin, could you not, ma'am? I am live right now. You're not being a very good producer. Sit down, put your headphones on, and get ready to co-host. What are you doing, ma'am? Scratching the chair is not part of your job. Thank you. Old school funk and disco is still so danceable and listenable. True, Bay. Very true. Yes, Pumpkin is being a brat. Pumpkin is most definitely being a brat. So, how are y'all doing? Are we doing good? I was really, really up late. Okay, wait. When did I go live by Hempton? What's today? Today's Tuesday. I've lost all concept of time. Okay, today's Tuesday. So, I was up way too late Sunday night watching Morale and his Hempleton stream because he ended up getting those two, well, it's one call, but it was 2 videos. And yeah, he was streaming till like 9 in the morning, and there was no way I was streaming yesterday because I was dead to the world yesterday. I was, oh my god, that stream was so long, but I have to admit, there were some juicy tidbits in that stream. Oh my god. And now another call has dropped on Hempleton. And if nothing is going on tonight, I might go live tonight and just play a game and watch that. Because I'm pretty interested to see. He said a part in there about the lie that he told about the gun part. So, yeah. What's up, Stan? Yeah, I was like, why am I still up watching that? Okay, EG, you have to admit though, when the call started, when he started watching that call, I can tell you now, for me, it was cinema. It was absolute cinema. I went through every single emotion you can think of watching that call. I'm telling you, I almost tapped out 10 minutes in because I was like, oh my god. But I went through every single emotion you can think of with that call. It was cinema. It was absolutely cinema. It should have been a movie. You know? Wait, the chat celebrated when your name popped up. What do you mean? When did my name pop up? Some guy, you better keep me entertained for the next 4 hours. Well, some guy, if you're not entertained, then you know what that means? Kick rocks, I don't care. Xylie, did you see Chud's reaction to your call-in? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. And I appreciated it. You know, the funny thing is I actually I was actually worried I went a little bit too hard. And Chud made me feel okay about it. Thank you, some guy. I appreciate it. But yeah, no, Chud, when he went over the call with Aiden, I'm talking about the call on Morale they were talking about between Hempleton and ZV. But when Chud went over the call on Aiden's stream, yeah, no, he made me feel alright. Everybody else was telling me I did okay. But I'm always a little hesitant every time I go into a call and like cuss somebody out or give a take. I'm always too worried I'm too aggressive. It's really weird. I'm not a grandma, Marsh. You jerk. I'm taking your wrench away. Oh, EG? Oh, yeah, you're talking about Aiden? Yeah. Thank you, Neon. Ladies and gentlemen, say goodbye to Stan Marsh. He's no longer going to be blue. He's going to be gray with the rest of you cretins. Damn it. Alright, so what we got today, I was going to go over the Paige Christie video. Just to show you here. I was going to go over the Paige Christie video. Rosanna Pansino Has Disgusting Friends. It's an hour long. I just realized I have to go to the pharmacy and pick up medicine and stuff like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save that for tomorrow, and we're going to watch another video on top of that. It's going to be a longer stream tomorrow. And I was able to get up before 11 today, but I had to get some stuff done. So, I'm hoping to start around 10 or 11 tomorrow morning. Hoping. Cross our fingers. If I can get in here by 12, it'll be an accomplishment. But what we are going to do today is Willie Mack's video and Adam McIntyre's video. And this one here, this one here, I'm probably going to have a different tone than what y'all are used to. Alright? More than likely, y'all are going to be throwing a fit in the chat. Okay? Which you normally do. Which is fine. Okay? Throw your fits. I don't care. But I'm probably going to have a different tone with that one. But, we'll see. And Adam McIntyre, Adam McIntyre also did a reaction to Paige's stream or Paige's video, and I still haven't watched it yet, so I don't know, but I know he kind of goes in on Rosanna about it. At least that's what they're saying in the comment section. Them add Max 03. Do you think most channels are going easy on the Mr. Girl interview because they so quickly believe Dog Pack, excusing Mr. Beast's poor response? I'm going to be very honest with you. For the people who were backing up Dog Pack like he was giving facts. Oh, and by the way, Pegasus, nice that you took down your video about James Warren. That was really cute, Pegasus. Yeah, I got a copy of it, Pegasus. Good job, Pegasus. Now that he's talking about suing Dog Pack, you took down your video, huh? Anyway, anybody who rode for Dog Pack, I'm going to be quite honest with you. I don't care what they have to say. I could care less. Because all they saw was dollar signs. I could care less what they have to say. You know? Xylie, can we explain what catching strays mean? You don't know what catching strays mean? What? Neon says catching strays normally mean that people call her out on things she hasn't. Okay, catching strays. For example, you go to somebody's live stream. Now, sometimes the strays aren't bad. They're funny. Like Nick always throws strays at me. Like he did a tweet the other day talking about how every time a new drama comes out, it's a house episode for him. All right? And he threw me in that. I'm always catching strays with Nick, which is funny. And then there's strays like what Himpleton did, thinking that I was trying to blackball him. Like one, like I even have the power to do that. And two, people don't blackball you. You blackball yourself by your actions. I don't care what they say. Just like people don't cancel. I mean, we say cancel, but it's not really in game. Because quite honestly, people don't cancel you. You cancel yourself by your actions. And when you start getting into controversy, it's based on how you act in that controversy on whether people are going to stop watching you or not. So, yeah, Himpleton mentioned. Like, as in aside of what the situation is. Yeah. How do you feel that Chud Logic... How do you feel that Chud Logic approves the content you bring? I like Chud Logic. I've always liked Chud Logic. Every time, and I haven't talked to Chud Logic a lot, but the times that I have talked to him, he's been very nice to me. Stan Marsh trying to get me clipped. I know what you're doing, Stan. No, I've always liked Chud. Chud's a nice guy, and he's very entertaining. I never catch his streams, but if it's, you know how he makes the VODs, if it's on a subject that I like or that I'm interested in, I always watch his VODs. Yeah, I like Chud. Chud's a good guy. I'm here to bless you all with my beautiful smile. Well, you're certainly not here to bless us with your Fortnite play there, Aunt. That's for sure. Just saying. Oh, I know, Stan. I know. Stan is the reason why Xylie is afraid of Clippers. Yes, and Stan is the reason why I won't read those Destiny DMs. Because it was Stan who clipped me reading the scammer payback stuff. So I will not do the Destiny DMs. They're not catching me. Nope. And they try... speaking of... They tried to get me to read the Destiny DMs last night on Now Recording. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. No. I'm not, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Now Recording tried to get me to do that. Nope. I watch Chud because he catches the back end of my work shift. Yeah. Meaden, oh my God. Meaden, I am not even reading that sentence out loud. No, y'all ain't getting me. Y'all got me way too much. Nope. Nope.
This video is about accountability.
Okay.
We are going to be doing, well...
Okay, can YouTube, like, fix itself, please? That would be great.
This video is about accountability.
Great job, Willie. Great job. Good job. All right, put a 1 in the chat if you are really, oh my God, can I speak? Holy crap. Put a 1 in the chat if you are ready to watch Willie Mack. And if you don't put a 5, I'll hide you. I mean, if you don't put a 1, I'll hide you. How about that? Squatching, shut up. Squatching's like, I'm really. I hate Squatching. Oh my God, Squatching is such a jerk. Some guy I know you're not afraid. That's why I keep you around. All right. Let's do that. Let's do that. It's Willie Mack. Let's go 135. All right, so Willie Mack Show came out with a video. It was like 2, 3 in the morning because we watched it last night on Core Stream. The dark truth behind MrBeast's response. Caught lying. Okay, I think it's funny. I want to point something out. I find it funny that Willie Mack puts these emojis in his title like a 16-year-old girl. Like, bruh, what are you doing? Come on. Come on, Willie.
This video is about accountability for Dogpack, Rosanna, as well as MrBeast. Jimmy has finally confronted the allegation. Many were put to rest, like him knowingly hiring a convicted predator. But other answers he gave relating to his crypto allegations come off as downright deceptive.
And he doesn't disclose, one, that he set up a pre-sale and he's like in before anyone else.
Okay, I'm gonna let y'all know now. I still haven't watched the Boyzilla video, but he does do part of it here. I'm not gonna really get into the crypto stuff when it comes to MrBeast, and this is the reason why. I don't understand crypto. All I need from CoffeeZilla is to tell me if it's legal or not. That's all I need CoffeeZilla to tell me, because I can tell you now, I know nothing about crypto. I don't understand it. So I'm not going to sit here, go over CoffeeZilla's video like I understand what he's saying and I can explain it for myself. Okay? So just letting y'all know right now. I'm not going to sit here and act like an authority like I know something.
Right? Millions of dollars. Two, that his fund had been selling and continued to sell after that tweet.
Then we got Dogpack, who was repeatedly caught misreporting claims from CGI to charity fraud accusations.
True!
Falsely labeling MrBeast higher-ups as convicted domestic abusers. He's also made some of the most reckless CP accusations
But I can call out liars.
I have ever seen, making him and Rosanna look like freaks for putting it in the thumbnail. It's gotten to the point where there's no other way to cut it. Dogpack and Rosanna are acting in bad faith. I've never supported another creator getting sued, but...
Are you going to sue Dogpack?
Not done drafting it up, but once they're done, more than likely, yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not about suing people either. I'm not really down for that. But, I think Dogpack himself has crossed the threshold of from shit posting to straight up slander, lies, and harassment. I think he crossed that line. And if MrBeast decides to fully go through with it and sue him, I absolutely have no issue with it. I think Dogpack crossed that line, because not only did Dogpack obviously go after MrBeast, but he has brought in other characters into the story that he could have slandered them as well. And it's starting to have a bloom effect where it's affecting other people. So, no, I think Dogpack needs to be, brought down a peg or two. So, yeah, I don't have a problem with it if he does it.
This does put a smile on my face. Now, there are also accusations that Jimmy still hasn't addressed, like LaKoya Hill and the victim holding out for hush money.
I've spoken to the victim, but the victim was trying to get hush money. MrBeast, I guess, wanted was for him to say it was consensual, and I have a recorded phone call with him where he's talking about that. I mean, you'd have to, distort his voice and everything to use that.
You were right. They're going to come to that. They're going to reach out to me and say they want me to say that it was consensual.
I was able to get an unsatisfactory answer from Jimmy on this, but in a roundabout way, it leaves me very unhappy. This sort of thing always makes me feel a little dirty. That's why I need something minty, cool, refreshing.
Okay, you're not getting paid off of me there, Willie Mac. You and your transitions into sponsors. I swear to God.
Sponsoring this video. All of these allegations towards MrBeast have been filtered through Dogpack, Rosanna, and Jake Weddle. One of the first pieces of advice I and many other
Trash, trash, and trash. There we go. I summed it up for you, for all three of them.
commentary channels told Dogpack was that you're dealing with anonymous victims and witnesses, meaning that they're relying on your credibility to get their message out there. Dogpack has since let them down. He falsely accused James Warren of being convicted of domestic abuse because he didn't want to wait 14 days for a Freedom of Information request.
But it doesn't say on the, I guess, the public registry what it is. So you have to submit a Freedom of Information request, which then takes like 2 weeks. So that's the real reason. I just showed like more corroborating testimony. I mean, it is testimony. I feel like the disclaimer.
I'm sorry, this isn't testimony. I don't have a name. No. That's not testimony to me. What, somebody telling you in the DMs what they heard? That's not testimony. Like, what?
Disclaimers were pretty clear and like they were genuine, like it is allegedly.
Also, when you can, look at the James Warren domestic violence case against his ex-girlfriend. He apparently abused her for months before she filed charges. This person is alleging that there was a domestic violence charge. That means it's up to you to find it before you post it to 3 million people. They dodge all accountability. When I made these criticisms, Jake Weddle left a comment on my video saying, "Oh my god, they're millionaires, who cares?" Mockingly saying life ruining. Unless they go to jail, they will.
Jake, you got $50,000 from MrBeast. You got paid for the days you were in that challenge you were doing. You worked for MrBeast. Why are you even here, Weddle? Did you hop on the MrBeast hate train so in your mind your comedy career could pop off? Because at this point, I believe so. I think the only reason why you're involved is you saw it getting big and you wanted to be a part of it so people would follow your YouTube channel and people would check out your failed comedy career. Because you're not funny. Comedians are funny. You, sir, are not a comedian at all. I'm just saying. You're not. Because you're not funny.
Will be fine. So just because they're rich, it's okay to make false accusations? They're still people, Jake. It's such a mean-spirited way to justify their actions. Dogpack would follow this up, going on Rosanna's channel and making more false allegations, saying Ava was posting CP to the group chat.
You know, the Jimmy's John Smith, I'm going to get to the messages, starting with the sexually explicit photo of an alleged 13-year-old.
Oh my gosh.
So Ava Tyson sends a photo of a young-looking girl in a sheer top.
Ivanka Trump when she was 13.
Yeah, and the message reads, so this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13. Ava thought that this was possibly a 13-year-old, and she's posting it in a work chat.
And you're posting it on YouTube. When this video was first posted, the image was not blurred. It looked like how Dawson posted it on Twitter. Now, when I first saw this, I noticed how they looked like professional photos, like it was done for a magazine, so I doubted she wasn't an adult here.
You can look at the photo and tell it's like a spread. You can tell it was done professionally. Do you actually believe Donald Trump's daughter would be put in a situation to take a professional photo like that at 13 years old? Do you not know your history? Do you not know who you're talking about? You obviously, I'm going to say it again, you obviously don't know the parents of Ivanka Trump. There's no way.
And as it turns out, that would be true. She was 18 doing a magazine shoot. But it's important to remember that everyone thinks she is 13 here. They think this is CP. So they only read one sentence of what Ava says to make it seem like she's a pedo, and everyone in the group chat is fine with it.
So this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she was 13.
Why would you ever send somebody a picture of a 13-year-old topless?
Having Ava Tyson saying, oh, this photo is allegedly of Ivanka Trump when she's 13, and it's clearly sexually explicit. You can, she's wearing a see-through top. That's insane.
That is wildly inappropriate.
But if you actually go back, pause, and read it, it's Ava going, holy shit, isn't it crazy that John Casablanca's modeling company is getting exposed on Twitter for this? How is this not being addressed? And if you take a second to think about it, Dogpack and Rosanna are doing the same thing.
Context is everything. Context is everything. These are bad faith actors. And Rosanna, I hope you get it too. I hope you get it too. I hope you are a part of that lawsuit.
Downloaded what they thought was CP, edited it, and censored it in post, and then uploaded it. But instead of posting it to a group chat, they uploaded it to all of YouTube.
Why would you ever send somebody a picture of a 13-year-old topless?
Why would you repost it to YouTube, testing which version would clickbait people the best? They read a law saying that is legally CP and reported Ava and Jimmy to the FBI.
Images of CP are not protected under First Amendment rights and are illegal contraband under federal law.
That image was suggestive.
Yeah, in my best judgment, if this is a 13-year-old...
Your judgment sucks. Your judgment sucks. You suck at this. You're really, really bad at this. And you thought nobody was going to call you out because you knew how many people hated MrBeast. And you really, really, really thought you were going to get away with this. You're not. Ever. Your credibility is below the ground.
As Ava alleges, I would say that this constitutes a CP, in my opinion.
I have reported what I found and my concerns to the authorities, FBI. Hopefully they will look into these MrBeast Telegram company chat logs and other concerns, which again, you guys committed the same crime here. It only took 1 hour after this video was posted to find out that Ivanka was actually 18 and that it was just a magazine shoot. Despite all of this, the video remains up. The false James Warren claims remained up until a week ago.
Yeah, she still hasn't taken that video down. She will not take that video down. Keep it up. Absolutely. At this point, keep that video up. Go ahead. Because it makes it real easy for you to be part of that lawsuit. Keep it up. 100%. Keep it up. Because it wasn't just about that picture that y'all lied about too. You lied about that Discord. You made it seem like it was MrBeast Discord. It was actually Ava's Discord. It wasn't MrBeast Discord. He was just in the Discord. You know?
It is constant misinformation. The lack of care for the truth is appalling. They are so willing to make charity fraud accusations with such little evidence. MrBeast Philanthropy built 100 wells in Africa, and because the editors reused the same shot twice, well, that means it must be fake.
Really, the most damning thing against MrBeast is that he has faked parts of his philanthropy videos in a way where he's making it look like they did more than they actually did. Here's one where he claimed to build 100 wells, but in multiple shots, you see the same wells listed as different wells. Well 29 and 67 were the same. He also said he built a bunch of wells in Kenya, but then showed wells that were clearly built in Zimbabwe.
Like, bro, you need more evidence than a shot being reused. Maybe the film crew couldn't be there, maybe the footage corrupted. MrBeast claims it's an editing error.
Yeah, I think like 1 or 2 of the wells we accidentally showed this like the same well as different numbers. But once again, like I said with the blind thing, like why would I spend 98% of the money and then just fake 2 wells, like and destroy the entire integrity to save like 2%? Anyone who
And you know what? In that interview, it makes total sense about like the eye surgeries and like the faked wells. If he paid for the rest of it, then why would he fake like 80 eye surgeries when they actually did 1,800? Why would he fake 2 wells when he paid for the rest of them? It makes no sense for him to do that. You know? It makes absolutely no sense that he would do that. He sounds like he's saying whales and not wells. That's because he's from the South. And a lot of our E's sound like A's.
who made those videos like saying the philanthropy's fake, like that's the one that bothers me the most because we go so above and beyond. Like honestly, if you could just delete them, like that'd be great.
These sort of allegations have hurt the philanthropy's ability to get sponsors and fund new projects.
That like spooked off a lot of people because they're like, oh, so this charity's not authentic. Because like obviously people don't want to work with a charity that's not legit.
This video is also still up. This investigation that Dogpack and Rosanna have been running is so scuffed. Dogpack admits that he's just been slinging accusations at the wall and hoping one sticks. He says LaQuoya Hill was roofing people because one text claimed it.
I posted that video with the roofie allegation. I was like, I'm not so sure. I went on Oopaville's channel and I was like, I wasn't sure about that one. And then people had
Then why did you put it in the video then? Why did you put it in the video if you weren't sure about it? Come on, man.
reached out to me, and it was actually consistent with certain victims' stories, I guess, from people close to the victim.
Why are you posting accusations you aren't confident in? It's
Thank
psychotic.
you.
Rosanna says that people are breaking bones at the Beast Games because a message said it, no other evidence.
The messages that I have received from contestants on the show are pretty much all telling a similar story, and I find them to be very disturbing. I saw people with broken bones, stitches, etc., and most were women.
Jimmy claims his company called back all 2,000 contestants and they couldn't find one broken bone.
It's like crazy to think that I'd be like, oh, 10 people broke their bones? Let's keep filming, you know what I mean? Like that doesn't even make sense. After like that claim came out, like we literally called 1,950 contestants of the 2,000. We couldn't get a hold of all 2,000. I couldn't find a single broken bone. It's even crazier is then people tried to, not like the contestants, but the internet, you know, their theories, tried to frame that as hush money. Like I gave them all $2,000 to like make them happy because we didn't tell them beforehand, like to surprise them as they got eliminated. And then people were like, you just did that because of hush money. And I'm like, what does that even mean? Like I also didn't give them like legal paperwork tied with it.
They called.
It feels like in the situations that people are bringing up with MrBeast, it's damned if you do, damned if you don't. A lot of people drink haterade to success. And that's what a lot of this seems like. Do I think he still should answer some questions about some things? Yeah, he should. Maybe he should even answer the crypto thing. You know? But some of the accusations y'all are throwing up, y'all are just looking like haters. Ridiculous crybabies.
Everyone back and decided to offer an additional $1,000 per person to make up for any of the inconveniences.
This doesn't even make sense. What does someone with broken bones have to gain from staying anonymous? Surely the show would cover those costs. Even claims about Delaware, convicted predator MrBeast allegedly knowingly hired and protected his identity with a mask, was a completely checkable claim, but Dogpack went live with it anyway.
Why do you call him Delaware? I didn't know. Apparently they called him Delaware because he's not allowed to go back to Delaware. He'll be in videos. He'll be in thumbnails. He'll be around whenever he is. He's wearing a mask. Why would you wear a mask? Why would you conceal your face?
His voice grates me. His speaking pattern grates my nerves. Oh my God. It's like taking fingernails and running it down a chalkboard. I can't stand to hear him talk.
It's like, what are you concealing? That you are a registered sex offender? And that your face can be looked up on a thing? How much more can you literally cover up a sex offender?
This is just not true. This guy's name is just Delaware. It's on his name tag at Best Buy. Delaware did also wear a mask, but only for one video, and it's because it was shot in an insane asylum. It was...
Okay, I was talking to Nick last night, and somebody brought it up to him, so I don't know who that was, but it made sense. If they wanted to hide his face, wouldn't they have covered his whole face? You can still tell who that is if you know who he is. Because you can see his nose, and you can see his mouth, and the beard, and all that. Wouldn't they have covered the whole entire face if they were trying to hide his entire face? You can look at the other picture and tell it's him. It's so stupid. It's just dumb.
Was a bit. Dogpack couldn't find a single other video with him wearing a mask and still went live with this accusation. What gave this story credibility was another former MrBeast employee and Delaware's cousin named Jake the Viking coming forward saying Jimmy knew the whole time. Before being hired, Delaware sat down with Jimmy and Sue, Jimmy's mom, and explained to them everything. So yes, Jimmy knew. It wasn't until Jake the Viking admitted in DMs with Connor X that he doesn't know if this conversation ever happened, saying that he was just told this, likely by his cousin Delaware. I have no proof of this, only what I've been told. Everybody just...
Okay, wait. So I was told that before being hired, Delaware sat down with Jimmy's mom and his mom and disclosed to them his position. I have no proof of this, only what I've been told, and the fact that his entire company knew about his past. You were told that. You didn't know that for a fact, but yet you decided, Jake the Viking, to tweet it out like you knew for a fact. Really? Really?
ever happened, saying that he was just told this, likely by his cousin Delaware. I have no proof of this, only what I've been told. Everybody's just spewing bullshit, acting like they have first-hand information on things when they don't. This video is also still up. Tons of creators, including me, repeated this misinformation because these three talked out their ass. There is zero remorse from these people. I want to take a moment and do a rapid-fire compilation on how Dogpack was wrong about everything. Dogpack would secretly record an employee gossiping about Delaware.
The person on the other end of this line is a different former MrBeast employee talking about Delaware. Also, apparently before this phone conversation got recorded, the person on the other end of the line said that the MrBeast team was actually trying to expunge Delaware's record off the registry, and that's what actually sparked this person to start recording.
Soggy Cereal took the time to get...
But you know what's funny about that? Okay.
The MrBeast team was actually trying to expunge Delaware's record.
Funny how that's not in the recording. So we're just supposed to believe that the employee or the ex-employee actually said that, but it wasn't in the recording. What?
Off the registry, and that's what actually sparked this person to start recording.
Soggy Cereal took the time to get the full context by interviewing that same employee. The truth is, the employee didn't know he was being recorded and was just talking shit. None of this is true.
Can you tell me a bit about how that happens?
Yeah, it was not to my knowledge that I was being recorded at all. It's just a friend. We're just shooting the shit, and we're just gossiping a lot, catching up on the current drama. I don't think any of the stuff that we were talking about really had any facts or evidence. It was just
trust no one. Trust no one. Crash for 5. Every time I think Dogpack has hit rock bottom, he digs up a new sub-basement. He is below bedrock. True, Crash. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate it.
water cooler talk.
Dogpack claims a contestant got scammed out of dog food for life.
One example where someone on Reddit posted saying that they were promised free dog food for life in exchange for letting MrBeast use them in a video. 5 months later, they still haven't received their dog food. I actually sent this post to someone who works at MrBeast, and they said they were going to send it to the PR team. and then the Reddit post got taken down.
Well, did you reach out to the Reddit user or follow up with the person in PR you contacted? No, of course not. It was just in the guy's spam folder.
No, that would require research. That would require actually doing something after you talk about it. No, he's not going to do that. Because again, and I am going to continuously say this, Dogpack doesn't do research. He is handed this, you know what it is? It's a bunch of antis giving Dogpack all this crap. Dogpack's pissed off that he doesn't work with MrBeast anymore, and he's like, yeah, I'll run with it. He doesn't do any research. He gets handed all this shit. Because if he did any research, half the shit wouldn't come out of his mouth. Hey, Passion, thank you for being a member for 26 months. Yes, he's acting like a scorned lover. I'm waiting for him to put sugar in Jimmy's gas tank and key his car. That's what he's acting like. He's acting like a woman. He's acting like a woman that got cheated on. That's exactly what he's acting like. And I know. I'm a crazy woman. I know how we act. Damn.
New Feastables formula is more unhealthy than Hershey's?
MrBeast changed the formula again to where it has mostly the same ingredients as Hershey's and even more sugar and more calories per bar.
Well, compare it to the same size bar, you moron. Dogpack claims that a lot of the videos are fake because they use CGI.
This explosion is fake.
Like, where is he getting these claims from? Jimmy shows the raw footage and it is a real explosion. They just added these extra sparks.
Shredder is CGI.
They actually did shred a Lamborghini. Just watch the video.
This car is digitally lifted.
It's not. The YouTuber who built the car documented the whole thing. They recolored the car blue in post because they had 2 red cars. But otherwise, I don't know where he's coming up with this. Dogpack claims that contestant who won $1 million was left out to dry by Jimmy because he said he was going to help him invest and he didn't.
I was telling him, I was like, man, I don't want to fail. I don't want to be like how everybody's saying, like I'm gonna run out of money and do all this crazy stuff. I was like, man, Jimmy, please help me. And he said he was gonna help me and we was gonna invest, but yeah, that didn't happen.
11 days after Dogpack uploaded this video, the contestant responded saying Jimmy was still helping him.
Jimmy still came through for me anytime, and even to this day, if I need something, MrBeast is always there, and I really need y'all to understand that.
MrBeast.
This guy, that guy right here, got dragged into it for no reason. That guy got dragged into it for no reason whatsoever. Absolutely ridiculous. There was no reason to drag him into it. This is why if Dogpack gets sued, I don't feel bad for him at all. This is exactly why. I do not care. Yeah, Layla, you're absolutely right. E.g., that's what catching a stray is. That's exactly what catching a stray is. This is a bad one, though.
And even to this day, if I need something, MrBeast is always there, and I really need y'all to understand that.
MrBeast put him on a salary where he doesn't even work at the company, on top of the $1 million he gave him. Another example of Dogpack just going out on a limb is him claiming Jimmy surviving 7 days on a raft video was fake. What's his source for that? He just doesn't see anybody on the raft.
During this time lapse on the 4th day of 7 days stranded at sea, you can clearly see there's no one in the shelter. These are their empty beds. But after a hard cut, magically 5 people are awake, and 2 of the boys have bright yellow raincoats that they didn't have when it rained on day 2.
And after standing the whole night completely soaked.
You didn't spend the night soaked, Jimmy. You slept on the production yacht.
The truth is they were off the boat for an hour due to a lightning storm. It was for safety reasons. Dogpack revealed months later that he knew this the whole time. The boys left the raft during the storm for 4 hours, as per his source. If you were upfront with it.
Well, then why didn't you say that when you made the video, Dogpack? Why didn't you say that? If you knew that, somebody told you that, then why didn't you include that? Dogpack drives me nuts. Literally. He drives me nuts.
Soaked, Jimmy, you slept on the production yacht.
The truth is they were off the boat for an hour due to a lightning storm. It was for safety reasons. Dogpack revealed months later that he knew this the whole time. The boys left the raft during the storm for 4 hours, as per his source. If you were upfront with this information from the beginning, I don't think your audience would think that being off the raft for 4 hours means you faked a week-long challenge. So why did Dogpack's allegations gain so much steam? Well, it's because he frames himself as a credible first-hand source. I worked for MrBeast. He goes on Ludwig's stream and acts like he can't talk because of NDAs.
Okay, so you're assuming based off the screenshot because they weren't in it.
Okay. I think Ludwig was the first streamer he jumped on and talked to. This was so bad. This interview that Ludwig had with him was so bad. So bad. Oh my God.
That they must have been off the boat, presumably in a yacht, that I guess the crew who was helping produce this video was on that was parked off camera nearby, and this is like a theory about it.
You're definitely controlled opposition.
Is that not what you just said? Or do you have like someone who knows that there was a yacht and you can't say it?
All right, go next, go next.
Like, go next question?
Yeah.
I can't. You're just skipping everything and then calling me autistic.
Because you can't read context clues. It's not my fault.
They're so willing to be dishonest and withhold information. I disproved most of this in my first video. Soggy disproves all of it. Check his video out. It's a masterpiece. My only criticism is that he was flown out by MrBeast employees to do the interview, and he was not upfront about it until he was asked.
Yes. Now, when I found out he got flown out there, it pissed me off. And the reason why it pissed me off, not the fact that the employee flew him out there, okay? But it pissed me off for two reasons. It pissed me off because Soggy didn't tell anyone he got flown out there. And the employee is really fucking dumb for doing it. The reason the employee is really dumb for doing it, because the optics of it. Because look what people are saying now. Look what people are saying now. Oh, he's going to get the money back. What did Harmful Opinion say? That he would, a business expense? The employee was stupid for flying him out. I'm sorry. I am so sorry. He could have done those interviews through a computer screen. So.
You flew to America, right?
Yeah.
Did you cover those costs yourself, or did MrBeast in any way pay?
I'm going to be honest on that, since it was last moment and very expensive. Dustin, as far as I know, paid for those.
In the video, he framed it as him booking the flight. But even still, the facts he brings to the table are undeniable. Dogpack's videos need to be redacted. Title change.
Yes, the facts are still the facts. Soggy's video was good. The facts are still the facts. But, yes, he should have disclosed that he got flown out there by the employee. And the employee, honestly, should have never done it in the first place. And that's my stance on that. And if anybody don't like it, kick rocks. Sermon, thank you for being a member for 7 months. Late, but I like the stream. Am I forgiven? Yes, you are forgiven. Forgiven. Oh my God, I can't talk today. What is wrong with me?
Something. But that doesn't mean that MrBeast is completely in the clear. MrBeast doesn't once address the LaQuoya Hill allegations, and it's because Oompa doesn't ask about it. The allegation is that LaQuoya Hill sexually harassed his assistant. This allegation jumped to a full-on roofie and rape claim. In fact, the alleged victim even gave a statement to Dogpack saying that he'd say it was a consensual if he got hush money.
Spoken to the victim, but the victim was trying to get hush money. MrBeast, I guess, wanted.
What does that tell you about the alleged victim? I'm just saying. I'm sorry. Now, I'm saying alleged because we don't know if it really happened or not, all right? I don't have definitive proof either way. But what does that say about the alleged victim that they want hush money? Like, flat out just saying they're trying to get hush money. Like what? Crash says for 5, even if they say Soggy was biased towards MrBeast for flying him out, well, MrBeast didn't fly him out, it was the employee. Would that make him any more biased than Dogpack and Rosanna are? I mean, true, Crash. Because Dogpack and Rosanna are very biased. But the thing is antis don't care about that. Listen, the way antis work is they don't care if it's the truth or a lie as long as it hurts their target. That is why I have such a problem with anti-communities. Because that is how they operate. And I have been on record since almost the start of my, me doing videos here on YouTube. I am very against anti-communities, and that is the main reason why. They do not care if it's truth or not, as long as it hurts their target.
Was for him to say it was consensual, and I have a recorded phone call with him where he's talking about that. I mean, you'd have to like distort his voice and everything to use that.
You were right. I'm gonna come to that. They're going to reach out to me and say they want me to say it was consensual.
Xylie did interview someone on MrBeast HR team about it, and she claims that the victim didn't want LaKoya fired, and that it was nothing about rape.
The assistant, like, what do you want to happen, right? If it's this, if it's that, like, obviously if it's found, like, he's off, like, that's not okay in any workplace, you know?
If it's not confirmed that there is something,
like, of course, like, we're not gonna hang on to that, right? And so, and he's like, yeah, I don't necessarily want him to be fired, but like, I don't want to be around him, I don't want to see him, like, it's just really uncomfortable for me. I actually worked with him to come up with a list of like jobs that he wanted, because again, if the person who he's assisting is not here, like, it's like, okay, well, now what's your job?
So they moved LaKoya.
So who's telling the truth? You know, it's one of those situations we don't have proof either way. And quite honestly, without the proof, Dogpack should have never put it in his video unless he had definitive proof. And more than a fucked up voice changer. Eli for 2, what should I do since I bought the MrBeast Fortnite skin? Play it. I don't care.
To a different company and then brought him back when the victim didn't work there anymore because there was no longer that conflict.
The assistant worked with us for a long time, and then when he wasn't here anymore, I think it was like almost a year after the assistant like had chosen to do whatever he wanted to do. Then we were like, okay, we'll bring LaKoya back to help, because at this point there's no conflict anymore.
But I still have questions. Is the victim Dogpack spoke to the same employee? Did MrBeast?
Yes, Willie. Willie coming in with the real questions. Yes.
There's no conflict anymore.
There's no conflict anymore.
But I still have questions. Is the victim Dogpack spoke to the same employee? Did MrBeast pay the hush money? Also, the timeline between these two statements just doesn't make sense to me. I recently had Oompaville.
I 100% agree. True. We have more questions. See, unlike Dogpack, we don't give out definitive answers. If we still have questions, we're like, okay, is it the same person? Who's telling the truth here? Does anybody have any kind of proof? Did MrBeast pay the hush money? Like, what's going on? Somebody needs to give an answer somewhere. You know?
We'll relay these questions to MrBeast, and he just isn't going to respond. I then had Nick reach out and ask him questions, and he said, Jimmy's afraid that if he makes himself available to comment for everyone, it will just further extend this. Well, then don't talk to everyone. Just answer the questions. These are pretty serious allegations. I feel like it's important. Jimmy also apparently told Nick.
I agree. I think the LaKoya Hill situation is important, and MrBeast needs to respond to that. Now, my only thought is maybe, just maybe, the reason why he's not responding to it, because maybe something legal is happening. Because y'all know how it works. Lawyers will tell you to shut the hell up about a situation. So that possibly could be it, ? Maybe? I don't know.
Nick in the call that he didn't pay hush money to anyone. He did not confirm if this employee was the same one that Dogpack interviewed, or if drugging and rape was ever an allegation made to HR. In the interview, the employee sounds like he still worked at MrBeast. While in Soggy's video, they state that the employee left a long time ago. I would be more satisfied with an official statement on record. That's my opinion. Another thing MrBeast is looking shady on is the crypto stuff. His answers are just not at all consistent with what he was saying in 2021.
Didn't pick what punks to buy or anything. Gary Vee, like I said on that podcast, called me and a bunch of other people, said crypto punks were the next big thing. I thought it was pretty crazy, but the first thing I did right after that is just called the guy in charge of the fund who invested my money, and he did the research, picked what punks to buy, bought them. That's kind of high level how it went. But if he was like, oh, this is a shit investment, then he wouldn't have bought them. So,
all right, I cannot tell you how weird this answer is in hindsight, because you basically have to completely disbelieve what Jimmy says in 2021 to believe this story.
His answers in the interview do not portray the reality of what happened.
But you rewind a little bit. MrBeast is on Twitter saying, I bought this CryptoPunk. He's on the podcast saying, I bought multiple CryptoPunks.
I bought a bunch.
He's on the podcast saying, I sold.
I've already sold quite a few of them.
I rolled the money into VFriends.
So then I rolled the money into VFriends.
And then even more crazy, he says he specifically bought certain CryptoPunks because he liked their attribute, like the cigarette one. He's like, I like the cigarette CryptoPunk.
The cigarettes? Because I thought it was an interesting attribute.
But here he's saying, oh, I didn't even know which ones to buy.
I don't know which punks to buy or which ones we should buy if it's a good investment.
Ooh, shady. Shady. Bruh. That sounds shady to me. When you're saying one thing in 2021, you say another in 2024. I'm just saying. And that's another problem people have too, okay? You just notice how I was like, MrBeast, you said one thing in 2021, you turn around and said another in 2024, okay? You notice how I can give I can give, oh God, what's the word? Criticism. But yes, still back him up on the other bullshit that Dogpack and Rosanna try to say about him. Antis can't do that. They can't do that. They run with everything. And like everybody in my chat, because only smart people come and watch me, obviously. We know how to look at every single thing individually and not lumped into one. You know what I mean? We know how to look at everything individually. Unlike those people over there. You know?
Jimmy is hiding from accountability by blaming his fund, but he was clearly playing an active role in that fund.
Frustration here is the fact that anytime there's a problem, it's all the fund. I did nothing. I had nothing to do with it, etc. But when you actually look at these investments were all talking about Jimmy. Like, it wasn't about, oh, there's multiple stakeholders, it's Jason Williams. No. It was all MrBeast. And that's the criticism that I think he's not engaging with here.
There's a coin called Super. Jimmy was invested in the pre-sale of this coin. As it went live, Jimmy was selling, and he continued to sell, selling the coin as he was promoting its viability on Twitter. And Jimmy won't even acknowledge that he should have disclosed that he was heavily invested in Super while he was promoting it.
Why did you not disclose that you had a vested interest in the coin that you were tweeting about? Super question mark. Yeah, we'll start there.
Well, I replied to a tweet, so I did tweet it out, and I think a lot of people...
Wait, you did tweet it out? You reply... This is such a weird distinction. You'll see multiple times, he kind of goes like, he'll engage with something that's not really the criticism. The criticism is, well, why didn't you just disclose you had tons of Super? And you'll see he bends over backwards to not answer that question.
People, that are just getting second hands of the story think I literally tweet out, go buy Super, go buy Super. Yeah, the fund did hold some Super, and I just saw that was the owner of Super, the guy who made the coin, and I just went scrolling through Twitter, just replied Super to his tweet. I did not tell people to buy Super.
Wait, no, stop!
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
So
Go
first
ahead,
of all, does not answer
Coffeezilla.
the question of like, why didn't you disclose it? Such an obvious disclosure. And he doesn't disclose, one, that he set up a pre-sale and he's like in before anyone else, right? Millions of dollars, he's in. Two, that his fund had been selling and continued to sell after that tweet. Like, the most irresponsible, even if you want to give him ultimate master benefit of the doubt, incredibly irresponsible. And there's no way that a single person did not see that, and multiple people, I'm sure, see the biggest influencer in the world talking about this, some great low cap coin, eye-watering prices, he's responding to this, and they don't see that as a buy signal from MrBeast.
That should be obvious. Jimmy also just seemingly...
Okay, so you know what? I believe Coffeezilla on that. I mean, because obviously it's the biggest YouTuber. It is the biggest YouTuber putting Super question mark. Yeah, I can see where he need to disclose that he was actually part of it. I get it. I do, I get it.
lies about his charity NFTs. The Team C's charity did an auction for NFTs using Eternity and Earn tokens. Both things MrBeast was partnered and invested in. Now the charity was a flop, only selling 2 NFTs, and during one of the sales, MrBeast charity fund dumped all of their earn, netting the charity over $2 million. Jimmy just lies about this.
Eternity gave us NFTs to auction off for Team C's. Only one sold after a day, I believe, and that was it. And then it looks like the fund sold like 27 days later, a little bit of Eternity.
This was the craziest part of the interview, in my opinion.
Okay, Charlie says, yeah, Coffeezilla feels like the only one fully 100% calling Beast out sometimes. Oh, well, here's the thing. When it comes to the crypto stuff and stuff like that, I think no one is better at doing that than Coffeezilla. Okay? And I'm going to be honest, I don't understand the rules of it. I don't understand how crypto works. I don't get it. All right. And really, all I need from Coffeezilla is whether it's legal or not. Shady, I get it, but a lot of people have done shady things. You can't name me a millionaire that hasn't done a shady thing to make that money. You can't. You cannot name a millionaire that hasn't made shady business dealings to make money. You can't. I just need to know if it was legal or not. Because I am not going to sit here and act like I'm smart enough to understand the terms and everything else that they're talking about with it. You know? I'm going to be honest. Listen, I'm blue collar, all right? We don't have money for stuff like that. Just saying.
He says, oh, we sold after the charity, the one NFT sold, not true. Then he said we only sold a few tokens. Also not true. They sold $2 million. And then on top of that, here's where you can actually see the dates of all this stuff. You can see the offer was made on November 2nd. Is that what he's referring to when he says, you know, oh, we sold it? But because that's not actually true. The sale did not happen until December 23rd, 2021. After the fund sold. So this whole idea he's going to say multiple times where he's going to go, oh, we didn't sell anywhere near the charity time. First of all, that's not true. Second of all, it's just literally false. An NFT sold after the fact. So this whole defense of his is based on misinformation.
Which is ironic because that's the whole point of the interview, debunking misinformation. CoffeeZilla makes clear that what MrBeast did isn't illegal, but it is shady.
I'm not even saying that this was an explicit pump and dump. I don't think we have enough evidence for that. But we do have evidence that this is extremely shady. You are crossing some influencer ethics here.
There's nothing nefarious there.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. I mean, yeah. I mean, it listen, flat out. He said that in 2021. He said something totally different in 2024. He was very intricate in 2021, even talking about like how the attributes of some of the crypto punks and how he liked it. Like he really got into the mud of it, right? And then in 2024, he talked like, yeah, I don't know anything about it, you know? So I get it. Yeah, it's shady as fuck.
Yeah, it sold $2 million of the earn token.
Yes, obviously. It's like the most obvious comeback.
Yes, the fund did 20.
Oh, now there it is. There's the fund. Hey, the fund did. You know whose name is on Eternity? Not the fund. It's MrBeast. That's why the criticism is here.
Yeah.
It's MrBeast the whole way. It wasn't Nick Rose, the CEO, going, hey, guys, this rocket fund is investing in us. No. It's MrBeast. MrBeast is supporting this drop through his charity, Team C's. I cannot understand why we can't get to a basic, like, hey, I'm taking the L on this one.
Jimmy.
Okay, I agree. 100%. It is his name on it. It's his name and his brand. Yes, God bless Arizona. 100%.
He has admitted that he's watched CoffeeZilla's video on him raising concerns.
People who don't like me, like he said in the video, are not going to like me, and they're, going to run with it. People who do like me are going to be like, oh, it was managed by fund, and Jimmy has answers for everything, which, I mean...
No, he doesn't. Wait, that's not what I said. I said if you want to believe MrBeast, there are scapegoats at every turn, which I do believe is true. You can just believe that, Jason Williams was in charge of everything. And I think that's probably somewhat true. Like, I think there's some truth to that, but not everything. That's the point.
Yet Jimmy just ignores CoffeeZilla. All the times he reached out, ignored. It's so funny to watch a whole interview where Jimmy's like, my biggest regret is not responding sooner.
Yep.
I think the best thing that, when it comes to the crypto stuff, I think the best thing he can do is sit down with CoffeeZilla and talk to him. Honestly, that's what he should do. He should have a sit down and talk to CoffeeZilla about it. And if he has to take the L, then take the L. There is nothing wrong with taking an L, MrBeast. You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. That's what he should do. He should talk to CoffeeZilla.
Definitely would imagine that you would regret have not making a response early.
Oh,
right?
100%. I definitely could have handled it better. Like, I probably should have, the second I could have talked.
Exactly, Gray Pill. Especially with all these allegations against him. 100%. Do you, MrBeast, and I know you're not going to watch this. Okay? Because I'm not even in line of sight of you. But MrBeast, listen. With all these accusations against you, do you know how good it would look that you took an L? That you were able to admit that you did something shady? It would actually look good on you. That you can actually take responsibility for fucking up. There's nothing wrong with that. So you should sit down with CoffeeZilla. I think that would be the best outcome for the crypto stuff. Honestly. Yeah, that's what I'm guessing, EG. His lawyers are probably like, nah, no CoffeeZilla. Probably. That's the only thing I'm thinking of. I don't know. It's crypto shit, bro.
Talk I don't remember the exact date, 2 or 3 weeks ago when we put that report out. Probably should have done something like this right then. If I could go back in time, I would.
But then he doesn't respond to CoffeeZilla's questions. He doesn't respond to my questions. He tells Nick if he takes an interview with one person, then he has to do an interview with everyone. So
Then guess what? Sit your ass down on whatever comfy chair that you have and go from Discord to Discord to Discord or Skype to Skype to Skype, wherever you have to go and talk to these people and interview with them. Set up days and times that, listen, you get an hour. Listen, you get 2 hours. You get this amount of time. Sit down and do it. I'm sorry. Unfortunately, you are in this shit. So you need to take care of business. And stop evading everybody. I want him to sit with Nick and Mutahar so bad. So do I. Oh my God, that would be amazing. You know that would be good. Because Nick and Mutahar work really well together when talking to somebody. That would be a fantastic interview.
He can't do it. Why? It's so dumb. Like, you obviously wouldn't have to do that. Now, I want to make clear, Jimmy not answering these questions does not mean he's guilty, but these demons will haunt him until he addresses it.
I agree. I agree. And they are, listen, you're going to have to address it eventually. You're going to have to. You might as well rip the Band-Aid off and do it now.
MrBeast is suing Dogpack.
Are you going to sue Dogpack?
Okay, not gonna lie, I love the way that MrBeast answered this. I really do love the way he answered this. When I was driving, I was on that 17-hour drive, okay? When I heard this, I was the one driving, and I kind of scared my husband by my reaction to this because I was behind the wheel. I was like, let's go! He was like, oh God, we're going to die somewhere in Pennsylvania. We're going to die.
Well, you know, there's tons of examples of him intentionally manipulating things to not be true and posting online. Tons and tons and tons of that. It's just unfortunate. Like, I don't want...
Yes, meeting Mr. Xylie. Wrong lane, wrong lane. I was behind the wheel. I was driving.
You know, there's tons of examples of him intentionally manipulating things to not be true and posting online. Tons and tons and tons of that. It's just unfortunate. Like, I don't want to be put in this situation, but probably gonna have to.
Now, I have never supported suing another creator, but Dogpack has participated in so much defamation, he deserves it. Rosanna posted a response on Twitter. Now that MrBeast has responded after 4 months, I want to take a few days and see what his approach would be.
At this point, why does anybody care what Miss Feet has to say? Literally, why does anybody care? Why does anybody care? You know what? I'm going to give you the same advice, Rosanna, that Mama Max gave me. I'm going to pass this advice on to you, my dear. Keep talking, Rosanna. Keep talking. Keep it up. Keep going. You're going to bury yourself further. Please, please do. Because where Dogpack doesn't have money to pay MrBeast, you do. Keep talking. Keep talking.
It appears these were his main steps. 1. A broad public statement from his lawyers. It wasn't really his lawyers, it was a third-party investigation, but whatever. 2. An expenses paid trip for Soggy Cereal to interview MrBeast employees, also known as excess journalism. Soggy should have disclosed that he was flown out. But if the information is correct, why does it matter? What does it change? Engage with those points. 3. Coordination with commentary channels with MrBeast, asking them to cover Soggy's video. I mentioned before, there's a large group of channels.
Okay, I do want to address this. MrBeast, what in the fuck were you thinking? What were you thinking by DMing people Soggy Cereal's video? What the fuck were you thinking? Do you know how bad that looks? Do you honestly believe Soggy Cereal wouldn't have gone out there? Why in the hell would you DM creators? Did you honestly think they wouldn't say you DM'd them? You're MrBeast. Of course they would say it. What? It's like Mr. B. Bro, are you so high on the YouTube ladder you've become a normie? Is that what's wrong with you? You literally have climbed up the ladder so high that you are in Normieville in your way of thinking. Optics! What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? That had to have been one of the dumbest moves I have ever seen. Crash for 2. You think Quentin Tarantino is in Rosanna's DMs? That would be funny, actually. And I know exactly what you're talking about, too. that Dusk Till Dawn scene. Crash, you ain't right. There is something wrong with you, Crash. Holy crap. Oh, Mr. Beast, that was such an idiotic move. When I heard about that, I was like, bruh, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
Points. 3. Coordination with commentary channels with MrBeast, asking them to cover Sagi's video. I mentioned before there's a large group of channels who coordinate behind the scenes to defend Jimmy. She is conflating two things. One of them is the Tea Party commentary group chat, which I was in. It has nothing to do with Jimmy.
When I leave this earth, okay, I'm not going to have a headstone. I want to be cremated, okay? But on that vase that my ashes will be put in is going to be engraved the Tea Party group chat, November of 2023. I am so tired. I don't think y'all understand how tired. I am exhausted from hearing about the Tea Party group chat leaks. I have PTSD from that situation because 17 hours of my life was taken away from me with doing that. The fallout that I had after it, and a year later, still hearing about it. I'm done. I'm just gonna start blocking people. I don't know. I don't know what to do. I'm sick of it. Crash for 5. When Xylie leaves, she'll be buried facing downward so the whole world can kiss her ass. Amen, Crash. What's up, Goblin? What did Nicole say? Send him some feet pics for his birthday. Oh my God, Nicole. What kind of creepy things are y'all doing in this chat? I'm over here trying to react to Willie Mack and y'all are talking about some creepy things. I'm over here spilling my heart out about the Tea Party group chat leaks, and y'all are talking about some feet. Xylie sleep paralysis demon is a group chat. True! True! Good God.
Jimmy. She is conflating two things. One of them is the Tea Party commentary group chat, which I was in. It has nothing to do with Jimmy. If it was, he would have answered my questions. She's just making it up. MrBeast did, however, separately DM commentary channel Sagi's video. I agree that it's cringe, but if the information is correct, what does it change? For a very favorable...
Okay, I do agree. If the information is correct, what does it change? But optically, that was such a bad move. That was such a bad move. I don't know why MrBeast thought that was a good idea. It was dumb. It looked bad. And the sad thing is you're dragging other people in it by saying that. You're making it feel like they had to say publicly that you DM'd them. That way their credibility wouldn't be shot. Like, come on, dude.
softball interview, also known as a puff piece. Okay, but what did Jimmy get wrong in it? She never engages. One thing you'll notice about this approach is not a single victim was interviewed across the hours of videos. Like who? Your Bones victims that Jimmy can't find? She doesn't have a single victim that isn't anonymous, besides Jake Weddle. And Jimmy's tried his best to make it right with him. Now this whole—
Okay, you know what? No. I'm sorry. Because there's still this underlying thing. Well, Jake Weddle did go through a lot in that challenge. Jake Weddle could have left at any time. Okay? I'm sorry. It was a challenge. Have y'all not watched challenges before? Have you never seen a challenge before? He could have left at any time. No one had a gun to his head and said, you have to stay. He is a grown-ass man, and he made that grown-ass man decision to stay as long as he did. Shut the fuck up. Good God. I am so sick. Jake Weddle is such a crybaby. He irritates me to no end. Exactly, Victor. Imagine babying Jake Weddle. Yeah, imagine it. It couldn't be me.
Fine, she doesn't have a single victim that isn't anonymous, besides Jake Weddle. And Jimmy's tried his best to make it right with him. Now this whole drama is probably going to be pretty quiet for a while due to lawyers getting involved. And it's still a mess. Dogpack and Rosanna are liars, pushing disinformation. And because of their poor coverage, it's discredited the only victim Jimmy hasn't addressed. He might not have to now. Depending on how much charity you're willing to give Jimmy, this stuff along with the crypto might just seem like a reach that doesn't need to be addressed. But if you hate Jimmy, the silence is deafening. So tell me what you think. Subscribe to the channel and bye.
Film. Yeah. All right, you're not making money off of me, homie. Oh, God. Yeah, it probably is going to die down right now. And what I think is going to happen now that the MrBeast stuff is going to die down a little bit, Rosanna is talking more shit. She's doing her thing. So now you're going to have content creators going after each other. The anti-MrBeast side versus the Dogpack and Rosanna are full of shit side. They're going to start going at each other. And you know what? Fair enough. More content for me. More content for me. I'm okay with that. You know? Jack Walker for 5. I want Jake to get arrested, serve his time in solitary confinement. I don't think he would get arrested, Jack. I don't know if... yeah, Jack Walker, I don't know about that. I kind of want to disavow that. Thank you for the 5, though. Faye K, thank you for being a member 4 months. Now she needs to respond to the Jason Derulo stuff. Yeah, we're going to watch that video tomorrow, but I definitely want to watch it. I haven't watched the video yet, so when I watch it tomorrow, y'all going to watch me watch it for the first time. So... oh, no, just in general, not to this. Okay, Jack, now I get you. Okay. You don't know what we're talking about, Goblin? Okay, I'll show you real quick. I'm not gonna play the video, but I'll show you real quick what we're talking about. Okay. Rosanna Pansino has been in, TikToks of Jason Derulo, and apparently they're really good friends. And she came out with a video a day ago saying Rosanna Pansino has disgusting friends. And I think she's comparing what Rosanna is saying about MrBeast versus Jason Derulo. I think that's what she's doing. I don't know. I haven't watched the video yet. And I know that Adam wasn't too happy about knowing that Rosanna was friends with Jason Derulo as he watched it. Because I saw the comments under his video, which I haven't watched his video yet. And people were like, oh, you look so sad for Rosanna. So, yeah. Yeah, she's calling out Rosanna's hypocrisy. Yeah, that's what I thought it was about. I haven't watched it yet, so. And I know it's right here, but that was me fast forwarding, looking through here. I literally have not watched this video. So. Alright. So. Next.
We're coming to London and Dublin. Hi, muckers. Welcome back to my YouTube.
Okay. I hate doing this. I hate doing this. I hate doing this. I hate doing this. I had talked to a very special friend of mine, best friend, actually, and we were talking about this. And I was... Okay, so you remember that live stream? Y'all kept asking me about Adam and what I thought about Adam with Rosanna. And I finally answered, and I said, he's a grown-ass man. He can do what he wants, right? And I was going to leave him alone and, you know, let him talk about what he's going to talk about. It is what it is. All right? He's grown. He can have any kind of thought process about this that he wants. All right? None of my business. He's grown. Until I saw the beginning of this video. And I feel like I can't stay silent on it anymore. Now, am I going to go hardcore on him? No, because I like Adam. I genuinely like Adam. I understand a lot of people don't, but I genuinely like him. So I'm not going to go all hardcore, banging my desk and stuff like that. But I think Adam's missing a few things in his way of thinking with this. I really do. I think he's missing a few things. Yes, it's very conflicting, Marlikins, and it almost breaks my heart that I feel like I have to do this, you know. But it is what it is. Life is life. Give me 1 second. Let me go grab a drink. I'm just grabbing it. I don't have to pour it, and I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. All right. All right, so put a 1 in the chat if you are ready to get started. All right. All right, so Adam came out with this video 3 days ago, and it's called MrBeast is suing Dogpack 404. All right, let's go.
Hi muckers, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I hope you're all doing very, very, very well. Okay, I'm wearing sunglasses, and I look, you know, not as put together as I normally do, and that's okay, we're all human. No, I'm not hungover, and I am considering bringing this diva in, but I am less than 24 hours post-op. I got eye surgery, and let me tell you something. The diva, can you see that? My camera is so overexposed. The diva is in a lot of pain. The diva is not doing well. I am completely swollen. Oh my god, my camera's overexposing it that it kind of makes me look like better than how I do, but it is really hard to open my eye, and I'm wow, I kind of look a lot better on camera than I do in person. I promise you, it's like
okay,
this is
Adam.
complete shot. I had to get eye surgery. Yes, it is called More Adam McIntyre right here, and it'll be linked down below. I'm vlogging over there. I'm basically starting Vlogmas already. But something has happened today where the big MrBeast interview obviously decided to drop during my time of rest and relaxation. So thank you so much for that one, Impaville. But the entire interview is like 2 hours, and I'm going to be completely honest with you. I want to get to this because I always want to hear the different opinions, the different perspectives. I think it's important for me to kind of give everyone's angle on this as soon as possible. And you know I like...
Okay, I think it's good that he's doing that, but I still think he's a little bit too one-sided, and you're going to hear why.
The news as soon as possible. This just dropped, and I think it's important, and I want to cover it. However, I'm going to be completely honest with you. I hate to disappoint. I do not think I could watch a screen for like 2.5 hours, which is what the interview is. Luckily, Drama Alert, of all people, has basically given 6 key points from the interview. And if people want me to watch the entire thing, maybe come like next week, I can watch the entire thing, but just not right now. I apologize. So we're going to watch these key points and talk about it. I've seen a lot of pushback on the interview with MrBeast and Oompaville. A lot of people are saying that Oompaville doesn't push back on Jimmy, MrBeast on a lot of things, and apparently it can be quite wishy-washy at times and just all around like not really getting to any points and kind of dancing around points. But these points that are detailed by Drama Alert are the ones that I see people talking about. So for once, I'm going to say thank you, Drama Alert, because you basically meant that I don't have...
For once. His audience can't stand Keemstar. His audience hates Keemstar. I went up on a stream with Adam McIntyre on his stream, and we had mentioned Keemstar about something. And somebody in his chat had said something about Keemstar dating a 16-year-old, and I very quickly shut that shit down. And his chat didn't like that very much. But overall, his chat's nice. You know, they've always been nice to me, but I mean, I'm not about pushing that misinformation. You know?
Have to watch the entire thing as of right now. So let's get to this. Obviously, the first main point is that MrBeast is going to be allegedly suing Dogpack 404. We're going to get to the actual clip. That's the only clip out of all of this that I've watched so far. But he very much so says that he wants to sue Dogpack. And this is something that I think a lot of us could have predicted for a very long time. Now, the question is whether or not he brings Rosanna into this as well. That is a completely different conversation.
Adam, Rosanna is already a part of it. Rosanna started becoming part of it when she started bringing Jake Weddle on and Dogpack onto her channel. There is no, is Dogpack bringing Rosanna into it? Rosanna is already in the mud. She is neck deep in the mud. I'm sorry. There is no bringing Rosanna into it. She's already into it, honey.
And I'm going to give you my take on that. I'm going to go point by point. We have like 5 points. We'll do a point. I'll talk about it. We'll do a point. We'll talk about it. But a lot of the Dogpack stuff is not surprising to me. And if anything, it's kind of stuff that I've been saying behind the scenes to a lot of people that have been involved for quite some time, that they need to be a little bit careful when it comes to Dogpack, and also that I could foresee this getting messy on the basis of Dogpack. You will not be surprised how many, or you probably would be surprised, how many people directly involved in this I've had conversations with behind the scenes saying, distance yourself a little bit from the chaos that's going on with Dogpack, because it is going to come back and bite you in the ass. And ironically, a lot of people I had that conversation with told me that I would.
And you know what I say to that? Good. Good. Because of what they contributed to it.
Was overreacting and stuff, and it happened. You know, I'm someone who has covered a lot of stories online. I am in no way an expert, but I'm someone who can pick up on patterns, and I can...
You're absolutely correct in that. Rosanna has used the other drama as a springboard. Why is no one calling that out? Exactly. She has. And I think she is using other drama channels to cover her ass. Let me speed this up a little bit.
Can pick up on people. And Dogpack, to me, from the start, you know, I got backlash for some of my first coverage of Dogpack from, you know, being a little bit iffy around him. And then whenever I started to figure out more things about him, I started getting even more iffy. And each time I would take the fall. Each time I would get backlash from people being like, whoa, can't believe this is your take on Dogpack. But it's because I'm having conversations behind the scenes with people. I'm being told things behind the scenes. I'm experiencing things behind the scenes. I met Dogpack myself. You know, I formed an opinion very, very, very quickly on Dogpack, and there's a lot of things that haven't really changed, in my opinion, with Dogpack. Do I think that MrBeast will sue Dogpack? Absolutely. Do I think that MrBeast will win the lawsuit? Absolutely. And I've been saying this behind the scenes, no joke, for a very long time. Do I agree with MrBeast suing? That's another question. But I'm just saying.
I do, 100%. I do, because he crossed the line. He crossed the line. He absolutely crossed the line. 100%.
That I have anticipated for a very long time that Dogpack is going to get sued. And you know what? I hate to say it. I'm going to probably regret saying this, but I'm so medicated up anyway that I don't give a fuck. I believe that Dogpack is going to throw Rosanna Pansino under the bus. Rosanna girl, I love you so much. I believe that Dogpack is going to get sued and he's going to throw you under the bus.
She threw herself under the bus. She absolutely threw herself under the bus. Hold on. Hold on. Now you just... Hold on. Hold on. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Adam, she threw herself under the bus. That bullshit video that she made with Dogpack was on her channel. I'm pretty sure it was her editors that edited it, and it was her A/B testing that went through 4 thumbnails on that video. He can't throw her under the bus any more than she already laid under it herself. And she still hasn't taken down the video. That video was full of lies. Full of lies that we flat out have proof of. Rosanna Pansino has thrown herself under that bus. Like, come on, man. Akiku for $4.99. She didn't throw herself under the bus. She jumped in front of it. Yes, very true.
I believe the Dogpack has a lot of information on Rosanna, and he is going to use that to his advantage to get out of a lawsuit.
It won't get him out of the lawsuit, Adam. It won't get... Adam. If he has information on Rosanna... Okay, wait a minute. Let's take that sentence. Let's break that sentence down. Wait a minute.
Dogpack is going to get sued, and he's going to throw you under the bus. I believe the Dogpack has a lot of information on Rosanna, and he is going to use that to his advantage to get out of a lawsuit.
What kind of information would he have on Rosanna that would get him out of a lawsuit with those 3 videos on his channel? What kind of information does he have on Rosanna about MrBeast that would get him off like that? So my question is, what has Rosanna done behind the scenes then? Because she's already part of it. She's got that bullshit video on her channel. So what I'm taking out of that is, what has Rosanna been doing behind the scenes? She already threw herself into the ring by her videos on MrBeast because nobody was watching her fucking cooking videos anymore. She decided all of a sudden that she wanted to be a drama channel. She threw herself under that bus.
In my opinion, I may be completely wrong on that, but from what I have picked up on Dogpack, I believe that's where this is going to go. You know what? Mark my words. Maybe I'm going to be right. Maybe I'm going to be wrong.
Oh, do I believe that Dogpack will turn his back on Rosanna? Oh, 100%. He's a weasel. That's what they do. He's a weasel and a little rat. That's what they do. He's going to turn his back on Rosanna, absolutely. And he's going to do what he can do to get out of it, probably. But Rosanna already put herself in the line of fire by her videos, especially with the one video. She put herself in the line of fire. She is not innocent, Adam. Stop making Rosanna innocent. The one video I wanted to go over was you talking about Dogpack using Rosanna and like gaslighting her or whatever you said. she still decided to upload that video on her channel. She decided to continually call that chat a work chat, not only on her channel, but on Twitter. As a matter of fact, she called it an official MrBeast work chat. Even with proof that it wasn't. She completely manipulated how she showed those DMs on her channel. She is not innocent by any means. She is just as much as a Weasley liar as Dogpack. Where's her proof for the broken bones? Huh? Where's her proof for the broken bones? I don't see the proof anywhere. So we're just supposed to believe it because it's Rosanna?
I believe that Dogpack has a lot of information on Rosanna from them being very close for a long time, whether that's in person or not. And I believe that when he is pressured with a lawsuit, he will be willing to hand over / give / have an opinion of Rosanna that will benefit MrBeast and get him out of trouble legally.
Well, then maybe Rosanna should have kept her fucking nose clean, huh? Again, she is just as culpable as he is. I guess she should have kept her nose clean.
I've thought it for a very long time. I believe he's been using Rosanna, and I believe that's the trajectory that this is going to go. And that makes me really sad because I do believe that Rosanna's intentions in this are good.
No. No. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. She got mad over a hide-and-seek game, and this is what it's become. Absolutely not. Her intentions are not good. Her intentions are absolutely not good. Did you see the video about the group chat? Did you watch it? Explain to me how her intentions were good when they were lying throughout that video. Adam, they lied about the Discord in that video. They made it look like it was MrBeast's Discord. It wasn't. It was Ava Chris Tyson's Discord. Adam, what are you doing, bro? Come on. Look, I understand. I understand she's your friend. I get it. But with a situation like this, Adam, you need to step back, and if your friend burns, they burn. Because she did it to herself. And what you're doing, by kind of sticking up for her, is you're putting yourself in the line of fire. Because once they're done with Rosanna, they're going after other creators. I guarantee, because it always happens like that. We already got on Cam Nuggets. I can't stand Quintheo. I think he's a weasel. I don't care what anybody else says, too, because apparently I'm about the only one who thinks that he's a weasel. Okay? I do not care. I think he is. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care what Nick says. I don't care what anybody says. I actually disagree with Nick about Quintheo. I do. I disagree with him. We disagree with each other on that. I think he's a weasel. I think he is a lot smarter than Cam Nuggets. I will say that. But I do. I don't like Quintheo. I don't trust him. But Adam, we've already... Pegasus is probably going to start getting it too. Adam, do you think just because it's Rosanna, you won't get it? Stop sweeping for her. She put herself there. Your best bet is just sit back and just let it happen. Just sit back and let it happen.
You know, she has her own things with MrBeast. I believe the Dogpack has came in and fucked it all up. And I believe that a lot of people are going to go down because of Dogpack. Starting with Rosanna Pansino. And again, I hate to say that. I like Rosanna. I do like Rosanna. She literally messaged me last night wishing me well about my eye surgery. I like Rosanna. I'm just saying that I believe that that is what Dogpack is going to do.
Rosanna's tunnel visioned. because she's pissed off about a hide-and-seek video. She's tunnel visioned. And Adam, you should know, because you've been doing this a long time, you don't want to get tunnel vision. Because when you get tunnel vision, you make mistakes. And she still has the one glaring ass mistake on her channel with over 1 million views. That the whole video was dog shit.
And I hope that Dogpack is out of Rosanna's life. I hope that he is out of her life right now. I hope they've made that transition in whatever that is, because I know.
Crash, I disavow. Thank you for the 2. Thank you for the 2, Crash.
That I believe that that is what Dogpack is going to do. And I hope that Dogpack is out of Rosanna's life. I hope that he is out of her life right now. I hope they've made that transition in whatever that is, because I know that they have been very, very, very close for a long time.
It doesn't matter. Adam, I don't think you understand. It doesn't matter if Dogpack is still in her life or not. One, she is still talking shit on Twitter, not knowing what the hell she's talking about. And 2, that video is still up on her channel. At this point, they could hate each other. It doesn't matter anymore. She put herself there. Stop trying to be Captain Save-A-Ho. Stop.
I really hope for the sake of Rosanna that she is out of that. I hope for the sake of her partner, he is out of that as well. They, in my opinion, we've all seen this go down before. She is going to get dragged down with him. Dogpack doesn't have much to give in a lot.
And she should! She should be dragged down with him! She absolutely should! That video is still up on her channel, Adam! She should be dragged down with him! She deserves it! She is doubling down on Twitter! What? Come on! Adam, you know I like you. You know I like you. And I have stuck up for you so much on this platform because I believed in what I said. And I know you have been dragged through the fucking mud on this platform based off of false shit. What Colleen Ballinger did and fucking Cody Rance did to you was bullshit. And they dragged you through the fucking mud for years. I hate to tell you this, but Rosanna is doing the same thing they did. She's taking things out of context. She's not giving full truth, just like Colleen and Cody did. And it is so frustrating to me that you are still sweeping for her. It is so frustrating.
Lawsuit. You sue for money. You sue for damages. You sue for whatever. Therefore, MrBeast isn't going to get money off of Dogpack. What's he going to get? Information on other people. Who's the first one? Rosanna. Dogpack has a plethora of information. So I hope.
You know what? It's like I said in the last video we watched. Dogpack don't have the money to pay MrBeast. Rosanna does. And at this point, you know what? I said I do not care if he sues Dogpack. I'll think it's funny. I will. I think it's funny as hell. I'll also think it's funny as hell if Rosanna gets sued too. Matter of fact, I hope she does. I hope it happens. Because she was part of it too, Adam. She spread that shit too. And doubling down on Twitter to this day.
Rosanna and her partner have gotten him distance, everything. Because, in my opinion, this is how it's going to go. And that deeply, deeply, deeply upsets me. Is this me taking MrBeast's side? Is this me agreeing with the lawsuit? Is this... No! No! I didn't say that. But what I am saying is that this...
I do. I 100% agree with it. Because it went from talking shit online to becoming very egregious. Dogpack and Rosanna crossed that line and have been malicious with it. Now, if Rosanna is stupid enough to not understand what she was doing, oh well, life sucks. Not my problem. She shouldn't have did what she did. Cry more. QQ more. You know?
This is how I think it's gonna go. Don't piss me off. I'm in a lot of pain right now. Don't piss me off. Don't do it. But I do believe this is what's gonna happen. Mark my fucking words. Mark my fucking words. At his core, Dogpack was a previous employee of MrBeast. He will be willing to join MrBeast's side again if it means throwing someone else under the bus and them taking the blame.
And Rosanna used to be friends with MrBeast. Did collabs with MrBeast. What? Adam, do you not realize she's pissed off because she didn't like how she was represented in a hide-and-seek video? In a shitter hide-and-seek video on YouTube. She doesn't like how she was presented in that video. Do you realize that is the beginning of her anger? Do you not understand how retarded that is? Like, I can kind of understand being kind of upset about it, going, damn, that kind of sucks. I mean, I knew I was third. Why'd they put me in as fifth? Or whatever it was, right? I can understand being upset about it. But to go on a fucking tirade like she has about it is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Like, maybe a tweet, sure, that's fine. I can understand doing a tweet. But to go on the tour of the different podcasts and the different live streams about it and shit like that, bruh. Really? And now it has turned into, she has a video with over 1 million views on her channel that is spewing fucking lies. And even after the truth was presented to her, she fucking doubled down and keeps that video up. Yeah, so if she gets sued, she gets sued. Who fucking cares? The best bet for you to do, Adam, is to walk away and watch it burn. Because I'm going to be honest with you. If it ends up, and nobody's talking about it, I want to make it very clear, nobody that I know of is talking about this in the background, okay? So I'm not giving a pre-warning in that way, all right? This is just me. I noticed this and I wanted to say something. Because everybody knows how I am about Adam. All right? Adam, if they start coming for you based off your takes, I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to sit back and watch. Because at this point, if you don't stop, it is what it is. I'm going to be honest. It is what it is. I can't defend you in that way. Because you're literally trying to defend someone who is just as culpable as Dogpack. Dogpack didn't edit that video on Rosanna Pansino's channel. Dogpack didn't upload that video. Dogpack didn't go through the four thumbnail changes on her channel. She did that. I'm sorry. I would have to sit back and just watch it happen. And I don't want it to happen to you. I don't want that to happen. Yes, Crash. Adam is setting himself up to be collateral damage. Yes. Yes, he is. He is. He really is. And I hate to see it. I absolutely hate to see it. It bothers me. She is, E.G. Rosanna's a sinking ship. She really is. You know? And I wasn't going to say anything. After the first video of yours that I watched, I wasn't going to say anything until I clicked this one and I watched you talk about this part. And I was like, I got to say something now. I have to. I can't be silent on this anymore. Because I'm one of the first people that will stick up for Adam if I feel like Adam is being wronged in a way. So I don't show my hypocrisy. I got to kind of call him out and tell him what he's doing wrong too, huh? And it bothers me that I'm doing this. It honestly bothers me that I'm doing this. That is what it is. It's the name of the game, right?
It's not gonna be Rosanna. I don't want that to happen. I like her. I'm Team Rosanna.
It's the wrong team to be on. You're on the wrong team. I hate to tell you this, you are on the wrong team. Oh, God.
And you know that. I am Team Rosanna. But I believe the involvement of Dogpack has fucked up a lot of this. And what's really crazy to me is I remember, again, I want to be as delicate to private information as possible. When I was in LA, I had a private conversation with Jake Weddle about this. And Jake Weddle will know exactly what I'm talking about.
Jake Weddle is another piece of shit. Jake Weddle is another piece of shit. Again, I'm going to put it out there. He got paid 50 grand after he got paid for his days on the challenge. He has worked for MrBeast besides that challenge. He is the only person out of everybody who's gotten money. He's the paid opposition. The funny thing is he got paid by the person he is opposing. Jake Weddle could have left at any time. If it was starting to get too rough for him, then he needed to put his big boy panties on and go, I'm not doing it anymore. And that's why, side note, that's why with challenges, I believe they should do psychological reviews before doing the challenges, okay? Side note. Because I have a feeling he wouldn't have passed that psychological review. It's just a hunch. Just a hunch. It's my conspiracy theory. It is my thought.
Right? So I'm not going to get too much into the details, but I basically warned Jake Weddle that even though I know that he's probably close to Dogpack and stuff, I just warned that I've seen things like this go down before. I'm not an expert, but I've seen a pattern before with other people. I said to be careful what you're posting when it comes to Dogpack, how close you are with Dogpack, publicly and privately.
And I can say the same thing to you about Rosanna. That's the sad part. I'm literally telling you the same thing about Rosanna. I'm not one to tell people who they can and can't talk to, all right? Because I talk to people that a lot of the commentary bros can't stand, all right? And we don't talk about them. We talk about, like, real life stuff or whatever, all right? You know, you could talk to whoever you want. You can hang out with whoever you want. You can watch whoever you want. But when it starts to affect your business, which is your channel, you should really think about that. And you're going down, you possibly could go down with the ship also. And I hate to see it. Yeah, Midna, I agree. I think Adam is lost in the sauce of justice. Yeah. And listen, Adam, I'm not saying to like MrBeast. You don't have to like MrBeast. I could care less. Are there things that you can call MrBeast out for? Sure, absolutely. But they blatantly lied in that video, and she still has that video up on her channel to this day.
And ultimately, no one agreed with me, but I was the one who said that I believed that Dogpack was going to get sued, and no one fucking believed me. And look, it just happens. Unfortunately, this is how things go. So I hope this little rant is not taken as anything other than what it is. I feel scared that this is what's going to happen to Rosanna. I don't like MrBeast. I don't like Dogpack. Inevitably, this is how it's going to go, in my opinion.
And in my opinion, you're sweeping for someone who doesn't deserve it. And you are literally taking the side of someone who has been just as egregious, especially in that one video. Especially in that one video. That is still up on her channel to this day. And she is doubling down on Twitter to this day. And she's not right. So what? There was some shit talked about her in a group chat. I wonder what her group chat looks like. Oh, they're allowed to talk shit about MrBeast, but nobody else is allowed to talk shit about her? She's fucking annoying. She's annoying as fuck. She was annoying as fuck about that fucking hide and seek shit. Yeah, we talk shit in a fucking group chat. And she can't let that shit go. You're not allowed to talk shit about Rosanna. Before we know it, we're seeing her feet all over Twitter. We're not allowed to talk shit about that? We're not allowed to meme on that? Rosanna Pansino is not Mother Mary. Bruh.
So anyways, first one.
Okay, I don't care. I'm not watching the rest of it. I wanted to go over the rant because I am I don't know how I feel. Like I'm kind of disappointed, but I'm also kind of worried for Adam as well, because I feel like he has become friends with Rosanna. And that's fine. You can be friends with her. I'm not saying not to be friends with her, but don't sweep for her. And I think you're blinded by your friendship. And it's sad to see. And I just don't want to see you get caught up in the mess. But you know what? You've been doing this for a long time. You've had to deal with bullshit before. And, yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. You know, it bothers me, but what else can I do besides call it out? You know? But anyway, that was the Adam video. And I wasn't watching the whole thing. I was only watching the monologue in the beginning. You know, so the shoe is on the other foot now. Okay, Crash, I see you. Don't be sorry. Adam wasn't watching either. Actually, Adam and his mother watch my channel. Thank you very much, Meaden. You obviously haven't been here long enough to know that. All right, hold on one second. Isn't Tommy going live? Wait, is Tommy going live? Yes, no, maybe. I love Mama McIntyre. Tommy is live? I didn't see it. Hold on. Because I'm trying to redirect y'all to Tommy. Or are you lying to me? Oh, no. He is live. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm going to send y'all to Tommy. I'm going to send y'all to Tommy. But yeah, I do love Mama McIntyre. She's a goat. She's a very, very, very nice lady. I have all respects for her. She's an awesome lady. So, all right, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to send y'all to Tommy. Thank you to my donators. Thank you. No new memberships, but thank you to my members for watching. Thank you to my chatters. And once again, thank you to my lurkers. Y'all are awesome. You know, I appreciate y'all just watching the channel. I'm going to send y'all over to Tommy. Tell him what's up. All right, guys. And I will see y'all tomorrow. We're going to watch that Petty Page video tomorrow. All right. Peace out.